Okay, we will let the record show this is a meeting of the Clark County Local Alcoholic Beverage Board, this 6th day of August, 2026. I'm Brian Stewart with the Alcohol and Tobacco Commission. I'll let the other two board members introduce themselves.
Gus Luckert.
Amy Huffman.
Okay, we have a total of 11 applications on the agenda today. 10 of those are without violation. I assume we don't have anybody here to remonstrate against any of the permits on the agenda. Okay, so the 10 applications for renewal without remonstrance, without violation, real quickly are DC Roosters, CVS Pharmacy 3962, Kansai Japanese Steakhouse, Lakeside Reflections, Boomba's Pizza and Watch Bar, Bubba's 33, El Maguey Mexican Restaurant, Ortiz Tacos, the Magnolia, and Old Town Grocery Store. Since those are without violation, without remonstrance, I'd make a motion. We recommend approval.
Second.
Got a motion and
Second.
second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that leaves us with an application that was remanded from the July 7th commission meeting. This is application for renewal for Fireside LLC, doing business as Fireside Bar and Grill. And I know Mr. Gingrich is here to represent them, but if you guys can stand, we'll get you sworn in. And are you here to testify or just observing or? Yeah.
No, I was with Roosters Restaurant. We received this in the mail. I didn't know if I needed to show up or not.
Okay. I'm sorry, who were you with?
Roosters, BC Roosters.
Okay, yeah, it was in the automatics.
Okay.
So today's vote's a recommendation goes back to the state commission for their meeting on the, today's the 6th, 5th, 12th, 19th. Wait, this is Thursday, 18th. So the third Tuesday of the month. So take a look at your expiration date. Make sure you're good through the
I'm
end.
good until October the.
Okay, so you're good there. So you don't need to attend the commission meeting or anything like that. They'll just act on the recommendation made here today.
Okay.
So, and if you go the whole term of your permit without any violations, you don't need to appear.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep, thanks.
See you later. I'll call you about that. All right. Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to step up and if you can raise your right hand, do each of you swear or affirm under the penalties of perjury that the answers to any questions asked by this board, as well as the answer to any questions on your application, be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Jack Nicholson, I'm the Fireside guy.
Okay,
Rick Emerson, Bradford, Ryland.
okay. And are you the sole owner?
Yes.
Okay, 100%.
Yes.
Is it a single member LLC? Okay. How long have you had the permit there? Okay, okay. So, I am filling in for the officer who's usually here. But I've got a copy of the report here. I don't know if you guys, if the board members had the chance to look at that violation report when this was considered earlier, or did you guys have a chance to look at the report?
I haven't seen the violation.
Okay.
No.
So I'll just make that available, but the violation has been taken care of. $500 fine paid. I think was paid April 2nd of 2024. So this kind of fell in, I think just the timing of this, we're dealing.
It got on the consent for commission the first year, so. I think and also that we came forward for Saucy Jacks.
Yeah.
We'll probably address that point and
I
Jack thought he.
thought I had it taken care of, and then this is July, when I thought it was taken care of, I thought everything was done. And then I got the letter and the phone call from some nice guy. He says, hey, I ain't just telling you, you forgot. Sure, you didn't show up. I can't remember who it was.
It was me.
Oh, what? Yeah, yeah.
I called you not once. I called you twice
Yes, you did. I recognize your voice.
after the first meeting.
Yeah. And then I just forgot. I mean, like, my brain didn't even register and I didn't show up last. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying I didn't show up last week.
He called me at 6 o'clock in a panic because we asked the person we met about, I said, I'd come down the street, he was here today, so.
I'm hearing two different stories now. First story, he told me that his lawyer took care of it. He didn't need to attend it.
No, I did. I thought.
That was the first time.
That was
Yeah.
2020.
Then the second time, when I called you the second month,
Mhm,
then you said, I said, all you gotta do is you don't need a damn lawyer.
mhm.
All you gotta do is show up
Right,
and tell them what you did wrong and everything would be fine. You said,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
yes,
And you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
I reminded him on Monday,
What?
I called on Monday to remind him about the hearing on Thursday.
I don't know what else to tell you. But cause as a board member.
Yeah.
I'm not required to call anybody or do anything. And I went extra special to try to get him there. And then it's like a slap in the face. Then I get this saying, well, they remanded, I'm willing to forget, but that still didn't make me that wasn't, I get upset about that.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel, I feel like a slap in the face kind of.
Right.
That's just my opinion about Amy. But I told you remember Amy, I told you, I said, I've called him twice and I said, oh, he'll be here in
Yeah.
July. So
So,
that's my 2 cents.
okay, I mean, I'd like to go back to the original charge,
Mhm.
the violation that started this whole process.
You forgot to disclose a conviction on the application.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think it was 3 separate convictions over the course of several years.
Mhm.
So what can you tell us about
Well,
how that happened?
when I filled it out, I just went through and just started clicking because you just click the little dots all the way down. And I didn't read it all the way, wasn't paying attention to detail. I certainly wasn't trying to hide it. And then I just turned it in to Greg and then they processed it. It was in 24 and I filled it out for Fireside. So I thought I came in 24 and took care of it. That's where I got confused. Because it was like, I didn't have a violation all of 2025.
Okay,
And
yeah, I'm not, I mean, I want to focus on the original
and
violation.
that's exactly what happened. I was not paying
Yeah.
detail.
Not to discuss the
Right.
failure to appears or anything. I just want to know how we got this whole process started with the violation, which was a falsification of the application.
Right, when I just clicked all the way down, wasn't paying attention to detail, rushing through it, and then turned it in.
Is your business primarily alcohol or is it a restaurant?
Mostly restaurant. I would say I'm about 15% alcohol, maybe, on a good week.
Because I'm not the most technologically advanced person. I'll be the first to admit that. But the question itself is pretty straightforward on the application. It's like, have you ever been
Yes.
convicted of a felony or misdemeanor?
I'm not saying I just did not pay attention to it. I just wanted to get it done and turn it in. And I just went straight down that line instead of going over one box and hitting yes.
Okay. But you can see where there's concern
Yes.
because
I did.
that was an error that it wasn't an error of, oh, I checked the wrong box for the address or, I mean,
Yeah.
that was a material fact that the board needs to have in its consideration.
Right.
So, I guess that's more my concern than, the failure to appear.
Right.
So, and as a preparer,
We now
Mr.
basically,
Rick Ginger
yeah,
is
we
acting on, is relying on the information that you provide to him.
Yeah.
So,
do a search on Indiana's, my case, make sure, kind of things out there so that we know something to expect.
yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, the preparer's
Yes.
going
I'm
on
responsible.
your word.
Mhm.
So Is this, well, this will be the second renewal since the permit was issued,
Third,
third.
Third.
Um. But there are no other violations. This is the only violation for the premises. Right. Okay. Um. Yeah, I mean, I would say that the violation was settled with the $500 fine, so. If we have any other discussion or any questions from board members?
I probably spoke my piece.
No, how long have you been a business owner?
I would say. First one I bought was. 2000. Restaurant,
So it's been a long time.
yes.
I find it hard to believe it was just an oversight. I would think that for somebody that's been a business owner for 20+ years would pay more attention to detail. So,
Did you have an alcohol permit that, I'm going back to 2000?
It was in Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. So yes, there were permits, but it was a larger company and anything like that went through a whole nother set. So I never.
So this particular permit's the only Indiana permit?
Yeah, this is the only permit like that, yes.
And,
I thought you had another business
Oh,
before.
I have rubbing butts, yeah,
Well, that's another business, isn't it?
yeah, I have rubbing butts.
but no
You,
alcohol
you
permit,
slipping.
no alcohol, or
Yeah,
there wasn't
there's
alcohol.
alcohol, yeah.
Okay, I mean, you know, we're asking questions even here today,
Mhm.
and we're getting conflicting information. As to, I mean,
and it was disclosed on that application.
okay, that there was a previous, okay, the convictions that were disclosed on those previous applications.
Yes.
Were those paper applications?
Yeah.
Okay. And I will state that, in doing this, I mean, I've sat boards for probably close to 30 years, and I'd say not many members would take that extra step to reach out.
Agree, yes.
That being said, unless there's any other discussion,
I don't really want
we
to
want to
discuss
have
it.
a motion.
I'll make the motion to renew the license and hope that you're not back here next year.
I'll second it.
Okay. Just to be clear, is that for a 2-year renewal or a 1 year?
I say 1 year, unless you see what happens next year.
Okay, with 1 year being the motion.
And then I'll second that.
Okay, so we've got a motion and a second for a recommendation for 1 year, a 1-year renewal. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay, so, the recommendation going forward from today will be for 1 year. It'll go to the commission on the 18th. So, any questions for us?
No, I would like to say, I do apologize to the board. It was nothing malice, no disrespect was intended. Just didn't have it together.
Okay, just, make sure, that you accurately provide, not just answers to the question, but any information that you're providing. Because that's the information that, these decisions get based on. So, okay,
All right.
thank you. And with that, I'd make a motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.